The SCHD crash. We talk so much about this. We talk also about dollar cost averaging and how you would be in the green instead of the red, even right now. Okay, if you would have invested in SCHDs, this is why it's so important to watch this video. Because if you would have invested in SCHD like an idiot right before the crash, like $12,000, $100,000 right before the crash, you would be in the red. Now, there are a lot of people, and you may be going like, oh yeah, okay, this guy's crazy, but think about this. The ex-dividend date of SCHD was right before the crash. There were a lot of people that were going crazy to try to capture SCHD right before the ex-dividend date because they would get paid that crazy 4% dividend. Amazing dividend. I have nothing against the dividend, obviously, in SCHD. But you need to be able to understand the market a lot better when we're talking about, just in general, including SCHD and dollar cost averaging. So when we talk about SCHD and its crash, you need to understand that it's not the end of the world. It's anything but the end of the world when we talk about SCHD and the market in and of itself. Because, sure, Warren Buffett, as he said, in the next 20 years, there will be significant drawdown. There will be losses. It's going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen. History has shown this. But are you ready to take that on? Okay? And to understand SCHD and the crash, you need to understand that dollar cost averaging is everything. You don't just go for the dividend capture with SCHD depending on market conditions. There are certain times where, which I'm not even going to talk about it, okay, of whether, like, what the perfect time to do it is, in terms of, dividend capture, because it's such a controversial topic and I don't want to get anybody's heads to explode in this video, especially those who don't understand anything about the stock market, which is fine if you don't, but please don't be arrogant about it, like a lot of people on Reddit are. Like, why SCHD in the crash, like why it crashed, etc. Well, the entire market collapsed. There were pretty much only a handful of stocks, including like Waste Management, that kept its head above water. And so if there is a weird, like, tariff sort of crazy, nonsensical BS thing going on, then you should damn well expect that the FCHD is, at least maybe for a time, going to go down with a sinking ship. If you're in the market, as Warren Buffett literally just said like a week or two ago, he's like, if you are, what do you call it? If you're worried about a 15% loss, you are in the wrong business, buddy. Like, it's one of my favorite Warren Buffett quotes. I'm so glad he said that. Possibly, for the last time he ever has a sort of meeting like that for Berkshire. Because my God, it's like you can't be worried about it, and that's just the point I was going to make in this video. I mean, don't listen to my words. What do I know? Listen to Warren Buffett and what he said. So the point is you need to dollar cost average if you're going to try to save for retirement with the SCHD. Or if you are someone who loves the dividend and you just want some dividend, ETF for your portfolio, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not a bad move. But it's like you need to understand where, like, to invest in any sort of ETF or any sort of stock, it always obviously comes with risk. We always talk about risk. No shit. When we talk about SCHD, though, you need to be able to understand that dollar cost averaging is crucial. And you're not just going into any sort of ETF or any sort of stock just because of dividend. you also want to take a look at the portfolio of SCHD as well. Just some words of advice, that's all. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and also subscribe. I will talk more about SCHD in the coming videos. Stay tuned.